interview.
And bro, literally some of it, like J-Hope's response to the 2.0 question, talking about how it's about themselves and all that, such a mature response, bro.
Like this revamp of who we are now as men, like real men, right? The fact that there was 7 of them too is ironic, and I'm like, yo, that gotta be the stars aligning. That was just
right. Yeah. You can see everyone's togetherness and closeness and how they are one, right? Exactly. Jimin instantly, he's all grown up. Yeah. RM backing him up. V just saying the word, and I love that. They literally, it's them.
And then sometimes he's kind of at the forefront. Well, at the very beginning, RM says, "We're back."
We got the BTS Rolling Stone interview, and this has been highly requested. And I think this just gives us another opportunity to listen to them talk about the album. And it says BTS talk about the Super Bowl as well, which we know is one of their future goals.
We've been like on an interview kick.
For real?
I mean, obviously,
going to BTS.
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
We'll
They're
have
on internet.
We'll have to do our ranking. They've
Yeah, so I wanted to check out the Rolling Stones interview. Well, I just got done watching the documentary, the Netflix documentary, and I learned the hard way that you can't screen record that.
Yeah.
So
did we forget anything in there?
Where were they?
Probably.
Where were they rank?
Stuff we haven't seen yet.
Stuff we
Which
haven't
are
seen.
probably also that good.
There's some other ones that have come out at the time of this recording. We haven't watched yet.
Right.
Together, and like the emotions they went through when creating that album. And it's just amazing, man, how much doubt at times they would go through with like certain words.
Journey. This is like, we're very new into K-pop. BTS is really the only group we know anything about. We're doing a poll. I do. That's crazy. And listen, I love every single member of BTS. Like, I love Jimin, I love V, I love RM, I love Suga, I love Jin.
Being mad humble.
Ooh. RM, you're up there with them, man. Shift up there.
You know what's crazy as well? People said with the military thing, they tried to line it up so everyone came out at the same time, right? Yeah. So I guess Jungkook literally went there because then they would all come out together, right? Yeah. So he prioritized that over. That's so sweet, man. Holy shit. Shout out Usher.
Didn't work out.
Being so concerned about what the fans want because they know the anticipation of them being separated so long, like the pressure to even film that kind of shit and share it with the people says a lot about who you are. Like precious personal moments is very vulnerable. Those moments of deciding what bar goes where, what song to include, like that, and then share it is crazy to me, man. So I mean, just it speaks volumes, man, on who they are. So right here with Rolling Stones is, I'm sure even more of a deeper insight or just translation.
Consensus.
And that's well put, man. I was proud of that watching the documentary. Them considering their identity and it
as well about the rebalancing. I think it's the fact that everyone has an identity, right?
Yeah.
So all of them wanted to share their identity almost, right?
Exactly.
So I think the overarching like idea or theme being identity, and that coming back to
for the sake of even a culture musically. Like they're Korean guys. They're from Korea. That's who they are at core.
And it wasn't forced, like he said, right? It's not like, oh, we need to do this, that. It's like, it just happened naturally. This is just how it happened.
Music don't. I think staying true to who you are at the core and sort of drawing us in with that.
Bro, I can't say, I love that when there's moments like that when they're just speaking Korean. The interview's just sitting back. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, just letting them do that. Like, I think that makes it so much more comfortable. Like, the environment is so good, and the questions he's gonna ask is phenomenal.
Exactly.
Genuinely one of my favorite interviews.
I 100% agree. Even like you mentioned, the confidence in V just to continue speaking like that with that, like it just shows he's so comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Too, like don't give up on applying. I mean, including the Arirang sample, the folk song on your intro. Don't doubt that shit. Do that shit. They did that. They stuck with it because, as we hear on the album, they got the sample in there. They got the Korean language in there. Like, it's all in there. And they stayed true to themselves. And I'm proud of that. Because, and allow them to change with their growth, right? They're growing. They're going through different shit. They've been through different shit. And even the meaning of the word Arirang, like a beautiful longing between them being separated because of the military, separated from the fandom because of the perfect meaning, and then for those 7 men to be the first. It's all so it's like how do we not go with this idea? How do we not go with this?
And they got and we're like, it's fun to see all these all together because we're seeing overlaps of stuff that we've heard from previous interviews.
Right. Yeah.
Even like Hobie
Analogy, right? And I think it was the perfect stamp of where we are now. This just too damn perfect, man. I think that's why everything is falling into place now for them, like from the awards and everything else. Like it symbolizes like destiny, like he said. It's just perfect.
Amazing. On that, there were like so many conflicts. I can't even remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, between the 7 of them, I'm sure they all have different taste, and that's something I always wondered, deciding not only what songs to pick, but to initially even record, right? To even go after, because watching the documentary, you know what I'm saying, and like that alone has to be a battle, and it takes, I'm sure, like a certain kind of respect for each other to consider each other's taste, right? Because we could as a member, right? So it has to be a collective decision and effort, but based off each other's style and taste. I'm rambling, I know, but I always figure like that got to be something.
Me answer it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Yoongi talked a lot in this interview.
He did.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. You never know what you're gonna get with Yoongi.
Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't say a word.
I just feel like because they've lived together and been together so long, like their just knowledge of each other is so deep. It runs.
Are the close? Like they're really close, the two of them. Because I always see like
they were very
answering
like
questions for V.
Yeah.
Like they seem to.
Yay!
Anyway,
We got to learn a little bit more.
Man, we're jumping around.
It's just fun to see them just interacting with each other.
Yeah, they're just having a good time.
I mean, they're so strong personality that like it would be hard to corral them to do a single task for a while.
Against the world.
And you kind of see, even when you talk about the music, you could quote unquote say it's serious talk, but even amongst that, they still have the conversations within each other, so it automatically turns into fun. So even if people think, oh, let me listen to music, it's boring, but it's like it's not boring because it's.
That's shout out to JK, because that's one of my favorite songs on the album, period. Yeah. I'm sure it is a challenge, but when you do solve that puzzle, the contrast that you get, I spoke on it so many times, that jamming and that, yeah, that's what makes a great song to me. That's what makes it so wide range.
Exactly. I think it's like all them having unique things is always a good thing. I feel like, right? So it just adds so much more.
But it's crazy how lyrics work, man. You could switch around one word and it changes the entire premise of the song, or even the message. For sure. And I think it worked out. I think Endless would have sounded good because I think it would have sounded good with the falsetto and everything. But Aliens, throwing that on there, to me is what made.
And Jungkook,
oh man, I feel like
Grimace to win it.
I feel like it's coming. That will only make so much sense. And all this, let's get them to the Super Bowl, man. How do we get them to the Super Bowl? Ooh, hey, yo, that would be so crazy to me, man. Like, but it would, man. What a moment, though. What a moment that'd be. What a moment. But it's coming. I think it's coming. Just I dug out of here, y'all. But it makes you appreciate the album even more, man. When they really break down like the story of Arirang and the meaning of the word, and trying to the music along with the changes you've been through, and then even as a brotherhood, as a group, trying to get on the same accord with certain things. Like, it's so much that go into a project than just the songs. I mean, the songs is the...
I feel like, the authenticity was a big one in this. I feel like they just naturally wanted to show their authentic selves after this long, and I think that just came across.
Oh man, bro, you gotta respect the process. But I was really blown away with the story of Arirang and those 7 men who came abroad and was the first Korean language and song to be established here. You know, it's just a wild story, and it makes so much sense, and it just causes you to respect it even more. Like, so now you can listen to it with it.
No, these videos are really fun, guys. We love these videos where it's just like, I don't know, slice of life, low key, you know, because we've got dance practices, we've got...
It's just, you know, we're kind of seeing everything.
As they're bopping around all these interviews.
Helps the memory lock in.
Yep.
So it's always fun, especially with these guys.
I love the slice of life stuff.
Yeah.
It makes the music better.
It does.